They say children don't lie, but they do, especially when they're scared. Especially when they promise something and forget. This is the story of what happens when a childhood promise is remembered, not by you, but by the thing you made it to. August 1997. I was 10. We lived in the kind of neighborhood where the streetlights marked curfews and Bloody Mary was the bravest dare. And then there was the Hollow. The Hollow wasn't a place. It was a space between, an overgrown path behind the old fence behind Miss Calloway's abandoned house. And one day, we went in. Benji, Marcus, and me, 3 kings of summer. We dared each other deeper into the Hollow until we found him. He didn't step from shadows. He was the shadow. Tall, too tall, limbs like drifting smoke, eyes like polished coal. He didn't move, he shifted, like watching a flame think.
Would you like something special? I trade in promises.
We should have run. But children are stupid when they're curious. Benji asked for strength, Marcus wanted to fly, and I was last. I looked at that figure and whispered the dumbest thing a child could say. I don't want to be afraid anymore. The shadow nodded. He smiled, if you could call it that.
Then one day I'll come for your promise.
Time passed. Life moved on. Marcus broke his leg in high school. Benji got addicted and vanished into rehab. Me? I grew up, became a teacher, bought a car, had therapy, forgot the Hollow. Until the dreams started.
Remember me.
Every night, I'd see him, closer, taller, smiling. And each night I'd wake up colder, like something had been standing over me, breathing. Then the messages started. Emails with no subject, attachments with nothing but static. One voice memo that played by itself.
You asked, I gave. Now I take.
That's when the lights started flickering in my apartment, and the walls, they whispered my name. I tried to find Marcus. His number? Disconnected. His mother? Said he never came back after college. Then Benji. I found him online. We met in a motel off Route 17. He looked half dead, pale, shaking, eyes darting to every shadow like it owed him blood. He came to me last year, took my hands, said they were too strong now. Said it was his turn to hold. He held up his arms, bandaged stumps. He cut off his own hands. It's the only way I could break the deal. You have to give him what he came for, or he'll keep taking. He leaned close, whispering. You asked not to be afraid, but fear is part of you. Without it, you're hollow. That night, Benji vanished. Only thing left in his room was a shadow, burned into the wall. The power cut out. My apartment grew cold, colder than death. I lit candles, sat with my back to the wall. And then, he came. He didn't walk in. He filled the room.
Time to fulfill your promise.
What does that mean?
You wished to never feel fear. So now, I take it from you.
But it didn't feel like freedom. It felt like a hole being carved inside me. Like something warm was being pulled out. And when it was done, I stood up, numb, cold, unshaken. I watched a man get hit by a car. Felt nothing. A student cried during my lecture. I didn't blink. I can't feel fear. Can't panic. can't cry. And now he follows me, in every mirror, in every shadow. I went back to the hollow. Miss Calloway's house was still there, rotting. The fence was broken, and the path was open. I followed it to the place it all began. There were bones, toys, a torn notebook with Benji's name. And then he came again. You still misunderstand. You were never the only one. He showed me the trees, each carved with names, hundreds, children. They all asked, they all promised, and I only collect. I screamed, but my voice didn't come out, because fear is what gives your voice power. It's been 6 months. I don't sleep, I don't blink, I don't feel. But I've started seeing others. People who look hollowed, blank. I think he's building something. I think we're becoming like him. Not shadows, but gatherers. Promised ones who now collect on his behalf. We go out, we whisper, we ask children, would you like something special? Be careful what you ask for, especially in the dark, especially if it hears you. Because once you promise, it never forgets. And one day, when you least expect it, I'll come for the promise.